Now I want to share with you what happened when I started succeeding and growing. And oh my God, finally, right? After really took years of self doubt and failure. And I remember sitting in my room with all the self doubt. And there was days where tried 20 different things maybe that month to grow, and like nothing was working. And I was like, no matter how resourceful I was, it was just not happening. It was just so much. It was kind of feeling down and sad, and I remember how bad that felt at those moments. But I actually don't feel it now because I'm so far removed. But I still remember those days, and I remember how hard it was. And so it's for me, it's all that more gratifying that eventually things turned around. But it took a long time. So what happened was after the apps, I started the YouTube channel where I was giving the same tips on YouTube, and I sort of started experimenting with video, and I was terrible on video. And then I wrote some books because at that time a lot of people were getting into Amazon self-publishing, and so I tried that. And eventually, I wrote a few books. They didn't work, but then I wrote a few more books, and I learned how to dabble in the book business, and my some of my books started succeeding, and a couple of them are starting to be used in universities and selling well. So even these businesses, they didn't immediately become good, but after time, then I found Udemy, and I started teaching on Udemy and loving it. And especially my YouTube experience really helped me on Udemy. Kind of, it was almost like a playground to refine my skills. And I was always coaching people. And then I got into this cryptocurrency, and then I added more facets to my business. For example, instead of just coaching people, I realized, I can combine the coaching and hands-on. So today I can take a person with a business idea and take them all the way through to a growing business. Sometimes I'd outsource for them a designer I might work with. Sometimes I might help them myself with some marketing tasks. And so, just like I teach in this course, I sort of figured out how to extend the lifetime of a customer from the coaching to it's like an all service. Like I'm like an all service in-house person. Everything they need, I help them along the way. And some people went literally from zero to the the case study that I give is I have like literally one client who a year ago he was making almost no money, and today he's making something like 70,000 a month on Amazon, and that's one of my clients, and I literally took him the whole way through. So that happens every once in a while. Of course, I can't promise everyone that will happen, but that has happened. So, and I take people all the way through, provide all kinds of services and coaching on all kinds of things they might need. And whenever I cannot provide something, then I outsource that for them, and then they still stick with me for the next thing. So that's also another thing that I added. So you see, now I have a little bit of a ecosystem where people sometimes find me through books and then get my coaching or something else, or there's just a whole bunch of ways that I'm discoverable online, and I'm building my brand as a business person, business coach, helpful person in business, whatever you want to call me. And I'm excited for the future. I might start dabbling in other things and just keep adding. But you see, it's now I always bring that experience and that grittiness that I always had. I just keep trying and trying and trying. It's just the more you try, the more experience you have, the more you bring into your next company and your next idea and your next idea. So it's kind of snowballed for me. And so now things are more or less working and growing. I mean, depends how you count. Some people would say it's really amazing, but then I always look at my peers, and some of my peers are always doing a little better. Some of my peers are always doing a little worse, and I always look up to my peers who are doing better, and I'm like, oh my God, I still have so much room to grow. But if I look back to where I started, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And that's what's eventually going to happen for you. It's all about persistence. Don't give up. Keep working hard. And I used to hate it when people used to say to me, "You're gonna succeed," when I was failing, because that compounded the frustratingness of it. But actually, you're gonna succeed if you just keep trying. Don't quit. You'll get it. Anyway, so that's what happened to me, and let's see what happens to me next. And I'm curious what's gonna happen to you. I'd love for you to one day kind of share what happened in your journey as well.